All right, moving on to our last thing of the day. So, William Thomas. I'm going to call William Thomas William Thomas because that's the name on the birth certificate. For those of you who don't know, William Thomas is Leah Thomas's dead name. And because I'm based and I'm a transphobe, we're gonna call him Leah Thomas. Because, like I said, I'm a transphobe, at least according to the left. So the court of abolition, I'm not gonna say that word. I'm not even gonna try. So CAS basically has dismissed a challenge from the transgender swimmer Leah Thomas, who asked the Swiss-based court to reject a policy that would prevent her from competing in women's races at elite competitions. Because she shouldn't compete at women competitions because she is a dude. Okay, William Thomas is a dude. That is a dude. Moving on. In its ruling, which was published Wednesday, the panel of how do you even say that? Arbitrators? Arbitrators? I think it's arbitrators. Arbitrators? So the panel of arbitrators determined that Thomas did not have a standing to challenge the policy created by the Swimming's International Freedom or Federation, World Aquatics. The CAS panel found that for the time being, she was not eligible to compete in elite competitions through the World Aquatics or USA Swimming. So the policy does not apply to her. She is currently only entitled to compete in USA Swimming events that do not qualify as elite events. According to the arbitral award, Thomas is not the preliminary entry list for the U.S. Olympic swimming trials, which begin this weekend in Indianapolis ahead of the start of the Paris Olympics next month. An attorney for the swimmer did not immediately reply to an email seeking comment. Thomas competed in college at Penn State and in 2022 became the first openly transgender athlete to win the NCAA championship at the Division I level. That is a legacy right there. Imagine like going to your grandkids one day and going, you know what, Timmy? Let me sit you down. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story how I beat a bunch of women. Oh, how'd you do it, Grandpa? I chopped my dick off. That's how I did it. Oh my God. So stupid. Like, that is the worst. I think I would rather die than to have that title. Like, I would rather me be unknown for the rest of human history than to be the first openly transgender athlete to win an NCAA championship. That is probably the worst thing to be remembered as. I mean, no, being a pedophile is the worst thing to be labeled as, but that's probably like number 2. It's probably pedophile, first transgender athlete to win NCAA championship. So, moving on. So, this policy effectively banned transgender competitors from competing in men's or women's races at elite competitions, such as the Olympic Games or World Championships. It is discriminatory. So, this isn't really discriminatory, though, because it's not saying that no transgender people can compete. It's just saying that you had to be trans before you hit puberty. And you had to go through different things. Which Leah Thomas didn't turn trans until after college. Basically, William Thomas. William Thomas was not trans until he found out that he was a loser and he wasn't actually a good swimmer. So then he went, "Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna chop my penis off, basically, and then I'm gonna become a girl, and then I'm gonna beat all the girls. That's how I'm gonna do it." And it worked because people are stupid and people like things like that, but not for much longer. This has been a thing for a while now, though. A bunch of women, or a bunch of dudes, have been taking things from women. I saw a story a couple years ago in 2021, or yeah, probably 2022 actually, where a transgender guy took the, what's it called, prom queen prize. A dude took the prom queen prize because he was gay. And he fought through all these different garbage rules, like I couldn't wear mini skirts and belly shirts. The dude was like upset because there's a dress code at the school. World Aquatics said in a statement provided to USA Today Sports that it welcomed the CAS decision, calling it a major step forward in efforts to protect women's sports. Because for the longest time, and still to this day, women's sports are under attack. I made a video about that recently. Basically, the women's sports are pretty much over because Biden added to Title IX, which was a good thing, and then he added garbage to the Title IX, which made it terrible. Basically saying that you can't even, talk. You're not even allowed to talk about things. And you can't even tell a trans person that they're not a woman and things like that. The World Aquatics is dedicated to fostering an environment that promotes fairness, respect, and equal opportunities for athletes of all genders, and we reaffirm this pledge. The Federation said, "Our policies and practices are continuously evaluated to ensure they align with the core values which led the introduction of our open category. We remain committed to work collaboratively." I've never seen that word before. Collaboratively? That's a word? Collaboratively. I just learned something new. I did not know that was a word. Working collaboratively with a stakeholder to uphold these principles of inclusivity with aquatic sports and remain confident that our gender inclusion policy represents a fair approach. The Arbitral Award, which was dated Monday, only concerns Thomas standing to challenge the World Aquatics policy, not the legitimacy of the policy. Hold on, let me restart that. Not the legitimacy of the policy itself. The CAS panel said in its decision that it considered her eligibility first and separate as a bifurcated issue. Following a request from the International Federation, Thomas objected to World Aquatics' request, but the panel sided against her. So this is an epic win for women's sports. We're finally moving in the right direction. We're finally getting out of the garbage clown world that we've been living in for the longest time. We've lived in clown world for a long time, and we finally had enough, darn it. We're sick and tired of clown world. Thank you for watching all the way through the end. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, you can tune into my full show to watch all of my episodes early. And as always, God bless.